Hi everybody, I'm Mia and today I will be sharing with you my June TBR, or the books that I am going to try and read in June. Now of course, if you have been watching my videos recently, I announced that I have made a board game, and this is the board game. If you are unsure with the rules or you didn't watch the video that I posted on the rules and the tour, I will link it in the description for you to watch if you would like. This is the board game called the book board, which I have made up, that chooses my TBR each month. So I will be starting on square number 1, which is up here, and making my way around the board, picking books that fit the prompts while rolling some dice. This month I will be participating in the Make Your Myth Taker readathon, which is hosted by Ashley at A Frolic Through Fiction. I will link Ashley's video in the description. So without further ado, let's get on to the first roll. Okay, so for the first roll, this is my equipment. I have 2 of these red dice with marked spots on them, and my counter will be this weird green blob thing. I don't know where I got it. It just is. So as I previously mentioned in my video of the board tour, I will start on square number 1, which is a roll again, but I won't actually be rolling again. So here goes, roll number 1. That is a 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be reading a book with a 3-word title. So for roll number 1, I rolled a 7 and I landed on 3-word title. So for that, I am choosing Tower of Dawn, 3 words, by Sarah J. Maas. It is the 6th book in the Throne of Glass series. Throne of Glass is about this girl named Selena Sardothene, and she has been trapped in the mines of Endovia to mine for salt in slavery because she has done some bad stuff. And the Prince of Adalin, named Dorian Haviliard, rescues him and enters her into a competition to become the king's assassin. Now, if she wins this competition, she will have to serve the king for some amount of time, and then after that she will be free, so she won't have to go back to Endovia to go into slavery. So of course she takes this deal, and we follow her journey throughout the competition, and then as the series goes along, we kind of go away from the competition a bit and into exploring more of the high fantasy world. So this will be my first book on my June TBR. You have roll number 2. That is another 7. Okay, so I can either go back around this way or I can go straight down, and then from there, if I go this way, I can go down, or I can go that way. Okay, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Goodreads feed, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a standalone. I think I'm going to go for a series because a lot of the books that I'm wanting to read are part of a series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for roll number 2, I rolled yet another 7, and I chose to go around to the series prompt, and for that I'm reading New Moon by Stephanie Meyer, which is the 2nd book in the Twilight Saga. The first book is about this girl named Isabella who meets this person called Edward Cullen, and she thinks something is up with him. She investigates and discovers his true identity. This is the 2nd book in the series. I am making my way through the series, slowly but surely, I guess, and I'm up to this one. Roll number 3. That is another 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The oldest publication on either my physical TBR or my Goodreads TBR. For roll number 3, I rolled another 7, and I got to oldest publication date. So I could choose between either the oldest publication date on my physical TBR or the oldest publication date on my Goodreads TBR. I chose on my physical TBR, which is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, first published in 1937, so by far the oldest book on my physical TBR shelf thing. In short, it's about this hobbit named Bilbo Baggins, and that's all I really know about it. Yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien of course writes the Lord of the Rings trilogy as well, and I may or may not be reading that afterwards. We will see. I've kind of been avoiding this book, not gonna lie, because classics really aren't my thing, but I'm giving it a go for this prompt because it's fantasy and, you know, I love fantasy. Roll number 4. I haven't rolled any doubles yet, so this is good. Roll number 4 is another 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A recent purchase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A new author. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Library recommends. Yeah, I think I'll go for a recent purchase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, for roll 4 we rolled yet another 7. And so I chose to go down to recent purchase, and if you have watched my book haul, you will know you've seen those books that I've purchased, and you'll probably know which one I'm going to choose, the one that I'm most excited for. Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I bought this in February and it arrived a few weeks ago. I've been very excited because it is, of course, the latest installment in my favourite world, the Shadowhunter world. I have been talking about this non-stop and I'm very excited to read it. She is quite thick. Hopefully I'm able to finish it. I'll probably be reading this one first because I am just so excited for it. Okay, last roll, or what should hopefully be our last roll. Roll number 5. Another 7. Okay, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A roll again. Another 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A reread. And for my last roll, which was roll number 5, I rolled yet another 7, which led me to land on again, and then I rolled another 7, which then made me land on reread. So pretty much I have decided to read the shortest book, which I can, because I know that this thing may be hard for me to finish, I know, and at this opportunity we may choose a small book, right? So as I've mentioned in my last video, I have read most of John Green's books. I have liked them, I have not read them in a while, so I will be rereading Looking for Alaska by John Green, which is his debut novel. The first half is about what's his name? Yeah, Miles goes to boarding school, I think, and he meets this girl named Alaska, and they have friendship, maybe slightly more, and then something happens to Alaska, and then the gang have to kind of deal with it and figure out what happened to her, really. And this, as I mentioned, is a reread for me, and it is the shortest John Green book because I wanted to reread one of his books and see how I feel about it, because back then all I read was contemporary, so we'll see how that compares to my tastes today. Oh my god, okay. Yeah. This is my TBR for June, which I was about to say bookhomoly, which the book board has chosen for me. We have Tower of Dawn by Sarah J Maas, New Moon by Stephanie Meyer, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, Chain of Gold by the wonderful Cassandra Clare, and Looking for Alaska by John Green. I will be reading more books because of the Myth Taker readathon thing, because these do not cover all of the prompts that I need. So check out the next video for the extra books which I am going to try and read. But this is quite a chunky TBR as it is, because normally my average is around 5 regular sized books, but I have Tower of Dawn and Chain of Gold which look quite chunky, so I'm hoping that I can finish. So thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel the desire to do so. I hope you all have enjoyed my first video with the book board and are excited for more to come. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye!